Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pathologic 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as I talk to the reflection of Alexander Saburov. We're in his house, and he's right next to me. We can't see him now, which is weird, but he's right next to me as I talk to this fellow over here, which has a very Half-Life 2 face. I don't remember who they were, but they had a face like this, didn't they? I never really cared to look at them and close the tail. I don't know what they're supposed to represent, or if they just, you know, make up. They're not supposed to represent anything. That's the way they look. If a person comes to think that you wounded their heart with deceit, does that mean that you truly are guilty of it? More so in regards to their feelings, their hopes, and their fears? What does this have to do with Alexander Saburov? Are you not his reflection? What, indeed? I just asked you a question. Then this is a trick question. I shall not answer. Oh, they disappeared. What? And I got a quest update from that? Reflections writhe in the rod's corners, more than in other houses. What the heck? Don't give me that. Don't say that.
Barley the barber's leading the gang.
Oh, not this again.
Some barber.
We've never seen this Barley barber again. Anyway. Burak. If you've grown weary of your medical duties and seek to join the town guard, you'll leave disappointed. Your expertise would be wasted on the streets. Not to mention we're almost out of leather caps. That's okay. I've brought my own. So what brings you here today? The hunt for the urchin that carries the plague? If so, don't bother. My porch is already packed with volunteers. Pockets full of matches and kindling leave no room for common sense. What urchin? They showed up this morning, claiming to have found the carrier. A homeless little girl, clearly infected, but nonetheless alive and well. I know perfectly well what urchin they mean. Be assured, she has nothing to do with this. How can I help? You're a doctor. They'll trust you more than me. Tell them they're mistaken. Better yet, if they capture her, they can't hurt her. Without her, we're doomed. Isn't that right? Dankovsky told me that about his vaccine project. He does have a project for a vaccine, doesn't he? Dankovsky is the bachelor. We find him in the, where we're going next. I think we've been there already. I do need to go. It's gonna be tricky going back and forth, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll remind them of the Chapnak hunt and how that went. Ooh, 2 quests. One of them, it seems like the dark cloud hangs over Alexander today. Not Katerina, the proverbial dark cloud. But that does mean that I do need to talk to Katerina, though. Mob justice doesn't solve anything, but who is this orphan carrier girl they're after? As if you don't know. The one who sent us here in the first place. How is that not obvious? Well, healer, will you tell us about the carrier? Is she in there? With him? Listen carefully. Tell everyone. Even if there is a carrier, that carrier is our salvation. What does that mean? We'll make... Nothing for you to question me about. Just do what I tell you, and you'll live. They also say she's not alone. Not everyone dies from this sickness. Do you get what that means? What? If there are people who get sick but don't die, the plague must come from them. What do you know about concoctions? That's not how any of this works, you fool. I know slightly more about the plague now. I need to keep searching. Even silly rumors may hold a grain of truth. I assuaged the crowd, but the cause of their anger still haunts me. Is it true that not all victims of Sandpest die? Oh, more importantly, how do I... Oh my god, the sounds. How do I get to Katerina's house? I don't think I can? No, I must be able to. Oh, they're here as well. They're mad? She's shown her true colors, the false mistress. If our beloved white swan Victoria were here, she'd be out on the street, shielding people from trouble. And Nina, if she were around, none of this would be happening. That's the sort of power she had. But this one just locks herself up at home, a useless mistress. And I know I'm a child. I talk like an old person. You know, back in the day, they would... she probably would never know Nina. I don't know how long ago Nina died, though, so I don't know. And yeah, so they all have the same dialogue. I just happened to talk to a kid. I'm talking to a ma'am. What are you talking about, ma'am? The Saburov woman, Katerina. She's never had power. Utterly barren. We used to pity her, but now she's worse than barren. She sows poison. Nonsense. What poison? You know nothing, you dolt. If you don't know the power of the mistresses, then shut your mouth and show some respect. Have some sense. Some give off heat, some give off light, some give off poison. We sense that she gives off poison. I think I know exactly what the order is here. I suppose I should be going inside. Talk to her. I don't know if there's a save point over here. I do hope so, although we're not really in a bind for that at the moment. There is one. The wisest woman in our town would take the title Mistress. A word that calls to mind that tale of ancient sorcery. Do you believe in such a thing? Mistresses were two extraordinary women in the town's ruling families. There was something undeniably uncanny about them. Stepson, you bear the marks of nature's flow upon your skin, but mind how thin the twire runs in your veins. You are more stone than earth. Like ships must catch the wind in sails, our town relies on nature's flow. Nature is everywhere. Everything lives by her flows. None know how many winding paths there are. None know what forces run their course. There are no words for what they hold. So to see them calls for gifted... What? To see them calls for gifted senses, gifted minds. And should one hear the call of such a gift, what feats, what brave new world they'd find within it. You really should get the commas in the right place, dude. That's not... There shouldn't be a comma there, and there should be a comma over there. Anyway. Like being the very first to hoist the sail. Such gifts are not yet to the domain of mankind. Victoria Olgimskaya and Nina Kana. 1 5'6", 1 6'1". Mortals, but seen as giants. For they could feel the powers move across the firmament. And some merely know the flows, some feel them now and then. A mistress tastes those waves, might drinks of them, and when the stars align, might rides them. What? Might drink of them. Right. The mistress might drink of them, and might ride them as well when the stars align. The people felt such women knew the workings of the world itself. And that's it? How is that not enough? The mistresses kept their hands quite clean of rough and tawdry magics. Victoria knew not a spell that brought the dead to life, but Nina did inspire fear. Along her steps, doors shut in children's head, but those two women gave the town its life. None know the hows or whys of such a power. Well, clearly they didn't bolt those doors tightly enough then. 2 mistresses there were, and all felt that to be correct. For one was night, and one was day. One was heat, and one was cold. One was storm, and one was calm. Contrast reigned. Nina held court over schism and unease. Victoria's domain was peace and nourishment. Taste and laughter. The Kanes had Nina. The Olgimskis had Victoria. When Saburov returned with his young bride, my Katerina, there was no place for her in such a scheme. But her hairs would raise, her skin would sense it. And once Nina did perish, Katerina took her place and seized the name for herself. Nina the Wild. Nina did only drive men to fear. But Katerina, naive as she was, mistook the nuance of Nina's role for a romantic darkness. And that in turn would drive her down the road to frightful things. Nina did? So Nina is Nina Kana. Right? and nobody really noticed. Victoria died, and Katerina replaced both mistresses. Yeah, Victoria would be Victoria Saburov. No, this is Capella's mother. I don't think Katerina replaced both mistresses. I'm not really sure what the reflection is trying to say here. It's complicated because a lot of it is referencing things that we haven't learned already. Anyway, 2 roles to play. She grew into neither, but patient folk would wait for her to find her gift, and some may still await her day. True, it is easier to be fearsome than kind. I don't think that's the moral of the story, but either way. Wild Nina begat Maria the talented. Warm Victoria begat Capella the gifted. Yeah, there it is. That's what I was saying. Maria Kana and Capella. Olgimskaya? Yeah. My mistress has no one. She'd take any child to raise as her kin, gift or no gift. Is she in pain? She sits in darkness, weaving blackest yarn from heaviest thoughts. She'd rather knit baby socks. Instead, she drapes black folds around her throat and chokes. There, no need to cry. I don't think that's gonna work on them, though, on the reflections or on Katerina. At night, we hear her talk to herself, mad. I failed to give life to the town. Talentless. I failed. I wonder what talent means. That's the 3rd time we see that word, and for the 2nd time at least, used in relation to the lack of talent that Katerina has. I don't think the translation is correct. Talent might mean a different thing in Russian, or the corresponding word anyway. Here it refers to her being barren, I think. And I think the 2nd time we saw that word as well, I think my character said it. It was for that as well, and I didn't really grasp it either, because it doesn't mean that in English. Anyway, I don't think it does. Anyway, I failed to nourish down or child, giftless. I failed to guard against plague, useless. I am barren. A grown woman still playing at being a sorceress. Well, ooh, I don't think we are gonna get things in here. It's very surprising. She doesn't talk. That's not her, though.
But have you heard? Such wondrous news. We wait in awe for our new daughter. True and talented, and such a talent, sir. A blessed gift, and now we are not 2 but 3, and one will much more mighty than 2 be.
And where's this girl?
She walks the streets and she does her chores, bound to this plague somehow. She has the gift, so she must stay to stop the plague. Salvation can and must come from the house of Saburov.
Your mistress has gone mad, reflection. I really do not know who that is, or who that is supposed to be. That is a weird... No, that's her? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't... No. Okay, well, she doesn't talk. I can tell you that she's... Well, I can't tell you that she's alright, though. Maybe Saburov is gonna tell me, hey, go talk to my wife. I can't, because that's not how this game works. And I'm like, okay. Interesting that one of these handles is higher than the other, by the way, as you can see there. Really weird. Hey, Saburov, do you know what's up? No. Okay. Well, I guess I'm out. See you later. Bye. Okay, where are we going? Going over there. The town is calling to me. I think we're good. That is a bit far away, but we're good nonetheless. I would like to find some water, although most things are probably broken. I do know where to find one water. Okay, we're tired enough that it is not a bad idea to stop and loot some stuff. Let's keep going. It's a grocery store. Yeah, I need to fix these things. The town growls at me. The kids have soap and needles. Hazelnut. I mean, I don't need them. I hope it's on this side. I don't think it is. Nope, it is. It's right here. Good things. What do we have? If a grown-up learns of our game, I'll strangle you one by one. You won't escape. That's not nice. Tourniquet. I'll use you. And I will leave behind... I'm not actually sure what I'll leave behind. I'll leave you behind. Can leave a match. Can leave a lockpick, but I might need that. Let's leave a shock. Okay. Am I pronouncing it properly? Shock? Is the L mute? Okay, so this is where we're gonna get our fund, but we're not really. I believe we've been up here already. I could go there, and I probably should. Let's see. Let's just go for it. Felt I should show up and ask. It's a lovely place of town. The rain does give it a little bit of a mood. Okay. So my problem here is that if this has a plague, then Yulia might be in danger. She's not, though, so we're good. And of course, this had the plague before, so I didn't expect it to have, but it's kind of complicated. Yeah, I could get the toast. I can't get the toast. I can't owe them. That would be nice, actually. Just to owe people. I see you. Marky.
The plague bringer is here, walking around.
Did you bring me anything yummy? I don't think you want that. Hey, kiddo. Are you by any chance sick? Let me take a look. Why? Because if you're infected, but you don't die, that means... It means nothing. I'm not sick. Nope, not me. Never am. I don't even get colds, not even when I'm soaked and barefoot. True, no signs of disease. Well, I'm not scared of this plague at all. You should be. You don't know anything. Some doctor you are. I know it's deadly, Murky. Nobody's recovered from it. Not everyone dies from it. Only people who are scared. And I'm not scared at all. Who told you that? My new friend. Do you mean Clara? You mean Clara, don't you? No, it's not Clara at all. It's my special friend. She's always with me. Oh, yeah, sure. What the heck is she doing there? Also, that's Clara. No, that's not. Okay, where are we? We have the town calling to me right there, which is actually pretty good. It's growling at me. I don't like it. The problem is I don't know if the plague is there. I can save here, though, so I will be able to just go there and check. So let's check it out. There's a bunch of kids around. Immunity boosters. I wouldn't mind that. Do you like my hazels? No? How about you? You have another immunity boosters. Do you like my hazels? Peanuts. Wouldn't be a bad one. Ooh, pemmicans. That's quite good, actually. Ooh, that... Oh, yeah. It's fantastic. Fanta and an Ammonican plus. Yeah, I don't need that one. I need the cures. I'll give you everything for... The candle stub is so... Really? A candle stub is that little? Well, it depends on what they want, I suppose. How about the egg? Okay, that's not too bad. Can get the fingernail as well, I suppose. Oh, I shouldn't. I'll get the hazelnut. I need the food. And you have a fingernail. That's good enough. It's to my left. I swear I cannot see them. Oh, it's here. Okay. So we got the plant. And we have to get the... there you are. Let's see what it is. What? Unfunny note. 2 and 1, father's gone. 4 and 3, mom hangs from a tree. 6 and 5, how are you still alive? Well, I guess this isn't any less funny than all the other notes, to be honest. Not that that was funny, but... Oh, pemmican is not that feeling. Either way. What am I leaving behind? I would say a match. Still don't know if it matters. For all I know, the game only checks if there's an item in there. Or, for all I know, the game doesn't check at all. But if it checks that there's only an item. The bull is sacrificed at the Raggy Barrow. If I want to be there, I need to arrive before dawn. Okay, that's perfectly acceptable. I remember that. Okay. It's already... Well, that's not 6. That's 5. Ooh, chisel. Love it. There's so many people up here. I don't have time to trade with all of you. And besides, these might be all the... Ooh, nice bullet. Nice bullet you got there, mister. Oh, unfortunately, you don't like my stuff. Yeah, well, you can keep the bullet. I'll just refrain from shooting people. That tends to be a good thing. Also, I hear more plants. Yeah, there must be behind things. I think the sun is coming out. We got toast. Do you like a chisel? No? Okay. Well, I could give you some matches. You give me the toast, but whatever. Let's go inside. Probably not gonna get our... Nah, actually, that's a good point. The point that I'm making to myself without actually vocalizing it. I don't need to come here. Apart from saving. Saving is important. Well, Gimski's not here. The Bachelor is not here. And I can't get anything. Oh! What? What? I can get this much bread? Or this much food, in fact. Right click? Right click, yeah. Oh, the journal. I took my fund reward. The next payment is no sooner than tomorrow. Because I didn't do my thing yet. Do I need... Is it for tomorrow? I think it is for tomorrow. Okay, that's actually good. So being there would probably be a better way of getting over there. No, it's good. We got this. Let me just save over here. And go and check around. Just to make sure there's nobody around. Because we are now... probably safe's coming. Hey, can I talk to you? Can't move while I'm knocking. I'm dying. What's wrong with you? The sand plague. Keep your distance. I don't blame yourself. And don't blame yourself. Just find your father's real killer. Oh, I talked to you already. I think. So I'll not do it again. It takes too long for him to show up. I just go down there and knock on the door. And I can't even move while I'm knocking. Not that it would matter, mind you, because where would I go anyway? I need to stay there. But still. It's, yeah, it's just a waste of time going down there talking to a dead man. Effectively. Anyway, so what are we doing today? Well, right now. The thing that I was going to do last episode, I think. Getting over there. So we have... The town is calling me there, but that's going to be a thing. We're not going to go there right away. We're going to go over here. And I'm going to try and orient myself. It's not raining anymore at all. So it's through there. And the reason why I say this is going to be save scum, or I'm going to save scum, is because I don't know if I'm going to do it right. And it does take up a little bit of time. And of course we're going to go through the plague area, which is a bit of a problem. And there's all the terrible people who are throwing that at other people. They're terrible people. Oh, and that as well. Did you see the plague? Okay. So, I could go there. I'm going to go right ahead. And of course our immunity is going down. Our exhaustion. Oh my god. Yep. That sucks. It's on purpose spawned right on top of passages, so
I'm
that
sorry,
just sucks.
but I really do need to keep working.
I know, man. Did I not need to talk to you before? I did. We need an isolation ward. A huge building. Spacious. Yes, that's the word I used. The Kane suggested the cathedral. That's it. Nothing surprises me anymore. And then again, all a quarantined person has left is prayer. Well, but it's a single space, no separate rooms, so how is it quarantine? Precisely, no separate rooms, no running water, no heat, no beds. And yes, it is spacious, vertically. I suppose Victor expects me to build 8-story bunk beds there and add hanging ropes so that people from the upper layers can descend to the toilet? Well, you should suggest that to the Canes, Erdem. They'll appreciate your imagination, building one's spirit, training their will, asking the perennial questions. Questions, 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 always questions, never answers. Well, I have a question for you too, Erdem. Oh, by the way, what does Erdem mean? Obviously, it's a step word, but what's the translation? Arrogant fool, maybe? Erdem, Oinon, Emshin, they're words people use for doctors. So? Okay, don't laugh at me. Have you heard that 5 years ago during the first outbreak, kids made these, horrible mixtures from ground pills, yeah? Schmouters. They can cure the plague. Yeah, I've heard. Worse, I've checked. So don't laugh at me either, dear colleague. What's the word? Erdem? I'm no Erdem. Emshen would be more accurate, but not especially humble. Usually we call surgeons Yargachins, as in butchers. All right, Burak. Now's not the time for step linguistics. We'll talk later, colleague. Godspeed, Oinon. And I can't actually talk to him again, which means the conversation we had, and I'm trying to stay away from these patients because they're awful.
You aren't cub anymore, Burak.
Was with this guy.
Time to grow up.
And I had basically to choose the first one. That's all I need. And that gives me the quest. Today's task is tough. It is indeed. I need to administer correct antibiotics to 3 patients. I'd better diagnose them with the tinctures first. Some medicine is stocked. Oh, there's a kid somewhere crying, by the way. I think you might have heard it. If I shut up, you can hear it. Some medicine is stocked in the hospital. Yep, we're going to do that. But we're going to do that next episode. Oh boy, I'm nervous about this one. So, yeah, for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pathologic 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.